Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of 5 in 5. That's right, 5 topics, 5 minutes or less, right here on sportsmashup.com. I'm Kevin Graham. Hope you guys had an outstanding weekend. Let's try to get this right this time and get it to the 5-minute mark or below. Number one, Super Bowl week. I don't know if it's a sign of me getting old, but I used to love and hate Super Bowl week. I loved it for the build-up and the game itself and the party and friends and all that, but I also hated it because it was a sign that football was over. Now I'm more indifferent. The hype gets boring as they try to break down this game every which way they can and really just kind of create news to lead you up to the Super Bowl. And then if you're going to a party, all it does is distract you from concentrating on the game. So in the end, I'm just going to try to enjoy it as I always do. I'm still going to be upset, and I already experienced it this weekend without football. It was kind of strange, and we'll get to the Pro Bowl at number 2. Also, get ready for the hype. It's going to be more so this week, I think, than normal because you got the New York media covering the Giants already. They're trying to create some big to-do over Tom Brady making a comment about going to the Super Bowl and hoping at the end they have a bigger party than the Giants because that means they'll win. They're trying to make that like he's talking trash, which is stupid. You're going to hear player interviews all over the place. Heard one on ESPN Radio this morning with Mike and Mike where Brett Kiesel of the Steelers was on talking about the Steelers. And, of course, his beard because he's endorsing Head & Shoulders. And I kid you not, he made the comment that his beard is even fuller and healthier than it's ever been thanks to Head & Shoulders. That's right. Get ready for a week of fun. And, hey, Media Day's tomorrow, so you'll get some crazy, wacky questions. In fact, Kiesel's going to be asking players about their hair care and their products and how they take care of their hair. That should be enthralling. Number 2 on 5 and 5. Pro Bowl, an absolute joke. I have no idea why they're playing this game. Everyone saw it. If you even tuned it in, you can watch for like 5 minutes and see what it was about. Literally, the guys didn't want to tackle. They're just out there basically having fun. The way I look at it is they might as well dress them in uniform. That way, they can wear their helmets and everything, or just have them wear their helmets and just put flags on them and let them play flag football because all this is really a reward and a paycheck to the players, and none of them want to get hurt. And I get it. I understand that. It's an exhibition, but unlike the other sports, football is about violence. That's the core of the game. And when you take that out of the game, then you do what I just said, have flag football. So you might as well just let them play flag football. Or better yet, don't even play the game. Just name the team, maybe honor them at the Super Bowl during the halftime or pregame introductions or whatever, and just give them the paycheck. Overall, though, for me personally, it was good to see 2 Central Michigan Chippewas, my alma mater, in the game. Antonio Brown from the Steelers actually played some DB as well, in addition to wide receiver returning Joe Staley, offensive tackle for the 49ers, but also was a painful reminder that Central Michigan used to be good and had players that could go into the NFL, and that unfortunately is not the case anymore. Number 3, Jimmer returns to Utah. Jimmer Fredette, been following this, a lot of posts on it here on sportsmashup.com. Fans seem confused. They gave him a standing ovation to start, so I do give it to Jazz fans to honor him. He did a lot for BYU, and the BYU fans watching that game, I can get it. Then there's some boos, which completely understand. Cheers, though, for shots made. People getting up on their feet. We want Jimmer chant at the end of the game. And, of course, at the end of the game, it was lost when Jimmer Fredette missed the three-pointer. In fact, it was an air ball. A lot of people debating whether he got fouled, including Jimmer. Overall, though, here was Jimmer's reaction to returning Utah in the crowd.
Yeah, definitely. It was funny because normally I'm sure they're not used to hearing cheers when the other team scores. So it was great to hear, obviously. Great support here, and I really appreciate all the fans that came out to support myself, but also the Kings. And, it was a great atmosphere tonight.
They really weren't supporting the Kings, Jimmer. I'm pretty sure they were just supporting you. Overall, this is fan behavior one-on-one, and when I used to do the show up in Salt Lake, I used to get on the Jazz fans for giving, I believe it was LeBron James, a standing ovation when he was playing for the Cavaliers and was just destroying the Jazz. Look, standing O at the beginning of the game, I'm fine with that. You can honor him before the game, I'm okay. But then he's the enemy. All right, once he hits the floor, you're cheering for your team. You're not cheering for a player on the other team, no matter how well he did for BYU. You can appreciate him, but you don't give him like standing ovations and we want Jimmer chats in the game, or chants rather. That was ridiculous. So again, fan behavior 101, Jazz fans, Utah Jazz fans especially. He is the enemy now. So respect him, but don't cheer him. Number 4, sticking with the NBA, Heat's Bulls game from yesterday. Watched the last quarter of this game. Some great plays in the game. You can see some of the highlights as well. LeBron, obviously, you got the athleticism, but really, overall, it was ugly. Derrick Rose choking at the free throw line at the game, a ball all over the place. I really have to think that the shortened season is really taking a toll on these players in the game. You can tell they're tired. It's resulting in the ugly basketball we're seeing. I am curious to see how this is going to impact the playoffs. Are these players going to have anything left in their legs once they get get to the playoffs and then have to play, those 7-game series. I'll be curious to see. But right now, the regular season, I think overall in my mind, it's just one word: ugly. Best moment, by the way, of this game, we have this posted on Sports Mashup today. Lisa Salter of ABC talking about Boozer's son overcoming sickle cell anemia. And then while she's talking about that, they focus in on Boozer's son, Carmani. And what was he doing? He was chanting, "Let's go Heat." So even his son doesn't root for Carlos Boozer. And number 5, this is really not a sport, but here is Shaun White. He got a perfect 100 in some event in the X Games called the Super Pipe. Here's the analyst explaining what he did.
It's a combo, a double McTwist 1260, a trick that only 2 people on Earth can do, into a trick, frontside double cork 1260 that no one on Earth can do.
That's never happened before.
All right, so a double McTwist 360 sounds like something you're going to get at McDonald's, but apparently it's something something of athleticism in the super pipe of snowboarding. It's amazing that he can do that, but the reality is this is kind of a trumped up sport. And Shaun White is an incredible athlete. I guess he does it skateboarding as well. But overall, I'm sorry, when you're describing something as a double McTwist. Again, that's something you get at McDonald's. That's really not a sport. There you go. 5 and 5. I don't know how we did on time. I think we're better. Yeah. Hey, looks like we're only like a minute or so over. Appreciate you tuning in as always. Hope you guys have a great week. We'll do more of these as the week goes along. Please keep checking sportsmashup.com out. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can get me at KevinGraham1280. Also can follow the website at Sports Mashup on Twitter. Got the Google Plus page going. Still figuring that out. You can find me at Kevin Graham. And then Facebook, please like us on Sports Mashup. Have a great one, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. 5 and 5 here on SportsMashup.com.